Hi, good evening everybody. Welcome to Michelle's Pure Pilates Monday evening Matwork, first live stream session. So bear with me. Hopefully you will be able to see me. I'm going to warm up in the standing position and then the rest of the class will be Matwork exercises down on the floor. So I'm hoping that I will fit on screen okay for you all. Okay, so make sure that you're ready to go, that you have plenty of space, that you wear comfortable clothing, that you think about how you want to do this tonight. If you're new to Pilates or you're returning to exercise, maybe you want to watch first. I will save the video and post it later. Or you might wish to join in as we go along. Okay. Most of all, enjoy. Don't push yourself. Don't do anything that causes any discomfort at all. Take your time. Don't feel you have to do the whole thing tonight. Okay, here we go. So standing in the centre of the mat there, take the feet about hip distance apart, ground down through the feet. Okay, so just be aware of your heels, the balls of your feet and your toes, and really stick them to the mat. So you're really firm there. Okay, lift up through the back of your legs. Think about your pelvic floor muscles deep in the centre of your body. We refer to them as the Mula Bandha. It's a yogic name for your pelvic floor. I think it sounds a little bit more exotic, so we're going to stick with that. Okay, so lift up the Mula Bandha muscles as if you want the loo and you can't go right now. So squeeze. Got it. Pull your belly in towards your spine. Notice your hip tilt a little bit when you do that. Okay, so you're adjusting your back into a lovely, strong, neutral posture. Lift your shoulders up, roll them back, drop them down. There we go. Open out the hands. Releasing tension, releasing energy. Lift the chin, lengthen the neck. We're going to start off with a few deep breaths. Okay, so relax the arms and inhale up, exhale down. Come on, really work with the breath. Breathing up and just let it go. Keep working through these breath cycles at your own speed. The aim is not to create tension, it's to let go of tension. So really fill the chest space and allow your arms to float through the air as you do this. Yeah, let's start to feel good. Lengthening the arms, stretching through the fingers. Nice one. Last time. Up. And release. Fantastic. Roll the shoulders back again. Lift up tall through your head, and we're just going to do a little twist to the side, to the right and the left. Really gentle, allowing the arms just to swing around the body. Notice the hips don't twist. Okay, this is all about the shoulders and upper back. The hips are facing forward. You can lift the arms a little bit higher maybe. And maybe a little bit lower. Have a little play around with some movement. Freeing up your shoulders and back. Maybe you can look to the side if your neck is comfortable with it. But just swing loose. Breathe easy. Perfect. And slowly bring it back to the center. Fantastic. Palms facing behind you now. You're going to just gently lift the arms up, about shoulder height, and float down. Floating up, floating down. Try and breathe with the movement if you can, but kind of do it in a natural way. So don't worry if this isn't connecting right now. Give it time. And again, breathing up and down. Okay, we're going to take it into a little bit of a squat now. So lift. And as the arms lower, just bend the knees a little bit and lift up. Push through the heels and squeeze through the glutes for your butt cheeks. Okay, let's do that again. So you're kind of imagining you're going to sit yourself down on a little chair behind you, then whoops, you stand up again. Got that? So we're warming up the legs, the thighs, the glutes, the ankles. Okay. Swing down. Swing up. So you can do this with a little bit more energy if you want to. Okay, or you can do the slow, small squat as I started with. So it's your choice. There's always going to be choices to do things on a lower level or a smaller scale or a higher energy, more intense scale. The choice is yours. Okay, so go with what works for you tonight. Notice the arms are lifting and stretching now, but the shoulders are not tensing up towards the ears. And hopefully you're starting to feel some warmth in your body. Last time, lifting up, hold it there, lower the shoulders. Imagine you're holding a big ball between your hands. Okay, you got that? We just have a little side stretch to the right. Yep. As you stretch, pull the belly in. Try not to roll forwards with the shoulders. Hey, pull your elbow towards the ceiling. Center and other side. Gently does it. We're just warming up. Okay, so when you start a new series of movements, do some little ones to begin with, and then just start to increase the range of movement as feels comfortable and as you get warmer. So a nice little stretch to the side, lifting up from your rib cage, and one more time. You got it. Center and down. Lovely. Again, hands facing, the palms facing behind you. We're just going to have a little bit of a balance on lifting the heels off the mat. So stare at something that isn't moving, because that's going to help you to stay grounded. Okay, think about your center of gravity, grounding down through your feet. Roll your shoulders back and down. Pull your belly nice and tight towards the spine. Ooh, squeeze up in the lavender. Got it. Okay, so just lift the arms and notice the heels lift off the floor a tiny bit. Yeah, down we go. Try that again with the breath. Come on, blow out. And down. How are we doing? And again, breathe away. Yes. You're doing it really well, okay? We're not coming up onto tiptoes. We are balancing on the balls of our feet and our toes are spread out and stuck like little sucker pads to the mat there. You're strong and grounded through your feet. You got this. Lift long through the top of your head. One more time. Should we have a little hold? 4, 3, 2, 1, release. Perfect. Okay, just walk through the feet. Just checking you weren't holding your breath when we're doing that, okay? It's so easy when we're concentrating to hold our breath. Right. And release the feet. Okay. So it's a little stretch from the back. I'm just going to turn on my side so you can see what is happening on my posture. So there we go. And we're just going to round down and stretch the back. Go easy, okay? Don't stretch too far to begin with. But let's do a good posture check. Now roll the shoulders back and down. Lift the chin. Think about where you're staring, your focal point. Okay, when you come up right, that's right where you're going to be looking. Palms on the top of your thighs. Connect to the core. Mula bandha meets belly. Let the breath go. Chin on chest. Yeah, slide the hands down the thighs. You're hinging from your hips. You're not leaning from your shoulders. Shoulders relaxed. Look between the legs there. Stop at about knee level and let the arms just hang loose, heavy. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, lifting up from the hips. Lift up through your lower back, your middle back, your shoulders and your neck. And open the hands, open the chest. 2 more. Palms on your thighs. Chin on the chest and slide. Hinging from the hips, pull your belly towards your spine to protect your back. Maybe this time you're going to go a bit further if it feels right. If it doesn't, then don't. Okay, arms are heavy, hanging like a rag doll, chin on chest. Mula bandha is lifted up towards the belly. Breathe in, breathe away, start to lift up through the back of your legs. Strong through your legs, strong through your hips. Lift up through your lower back, middle back, shoulders, neck and head. Open out the hands. Okay, last time. Breathe in. Breathe away. Hands on thighs, chin on chest, belly towards your spine. Slide. Hinging from the hips, shoulders relaxed. Take it where it will go comfortably. You could stop with your hands on your thighs if you need support, or maybe you feel tonight you can stretch down through the floor. Only if it feels good. There shouldn't be any strain here or here. You should feel loose, it should feel easy stretch. You never strain in our stretches, okay? So when you're ready, take a lovely deep breath in, and let it go. Lift up through the back of your legs. Activate your leg muscles. Then activate your hips, your glutes. That just means give them a good squeeze, okay? Lift up through your back, rising up to the top, to your neck, to your head, and open out. Perfect. And turn and face you once again. Open the hands out, scooping up a big armful of air and energy. Bring it into your body. Last time, breathing up and down. Well done. Hopefully you feel a bit looser and a bit more energized. Bring yourself down carefully onto your mat. So you're sitting in the center of your mat here, and your center of gravity has changed. It is now here on your sitting bones. So have a little wriggle around on your bottom. So you feel really comfy there, and you've got your hips positioned, your shoulders positioned over your hips, okay? 2 fingers behind the knees. Whoa, bring the knees up a little bit. And so the heels are fairly close to the bottom, feet flat to the floor, feet about hip distance apart. Okay, so we're going to start working the core muscles. If you have any back issues, pop your hands behind your legs to support you, okay? If you're feeling fit and strong tonight and you know you can do this without support, you can hold your hands in front as if, again, you have this imaginary ball between your hands. Lift the chin, okay? Find out where you're looking, your focal point with your eyes. Breathe in, breathe away. First of all, Mula Bandha, squeeze your pelvic floor, pull your belly towards your back. Got that? On the next breath out, we're going to lean back a little. Ready? Back. Your shoulders are not going to stay forward, the shoulders are going to come with you. Your abdominals are going to be tight towards your belly button, okay? And they're not going to dome out, and the chin isn't going to squish on the chest, it's chin is back. And lift. Okay, repeat again. And up. You're going to take your time. I'm not so good at counting, okay, so if I say 6 or 8, it'll probably be 10, so feel free to stop when you've done a full set or when you feel you've had enough. Okay, work into effort, never work into pain or strain. That's the golden rules, okay? 2 more. Last one. Okay, lean forward, crisscross your hands over your legs. Give yourself a little bit of a hug so you release the hips and back. Wonderful. Okay, and coming up tall. Feel free later to play the video and do more reps if you want to have more of a workout. But this is an express workout of 30 minutes. So I'm going to go on to the lateral twist. So it's going to work the waist muscles. So again, you can either hold your imaginary ball or you could take one hand behind your thigh to give yourself some support, okay? If you're just beginning, that's a good idea. Or if you have back problems, that's a good idea too. Okay, so with this one, we go into the recline, connect to the core, and then we just turn to the side. Come back to the center, come upright. You get that? Repeat the other side, breathe away. Okay, so that's pretty much slow-mo. You don't need to rush these exercises. The secret is slow, quality movements give you results. Okay, less is more. We like that, don't we? Okay, so just really feel the movement. Think about what it's like for you. If you're going to go freestyle, this is how it works. Back and turn and up and back and turn and up. And one more progression for those that want it. I'll just show you a couple and you can work on it a little bit more later. Okay, you can lift the opposite foot, the arm that's pulling back. Opposite, get this, back and lift and touch and up and back and lift and touch and stop. Whoa, give yourself a hug. Well done. Cool. Okay, so that's the core fired up. Breathe away and release. Okay, we are now going to go over onto hands and knees. Okay, so bring yourself onto your hands and knees in the centre of your mat. New position, posture reset. You're locked down through your hands now, so lift up your hands, stretch out your fingers, lock the palm of your hand to the mat and position your hand underneath your shoulders. That's how you're going to be strong and stable. If your arms are out here, you're going to be much more wobbly. Okay, so try it and see what feels good. And get an equal distance between your hands and your knees. Set your spine into neutral, okay? So what we're going to do is we're not going to dip the back. We're going to correct it into a natural line. And we're going to bring the neck in line with the spine and roll the shoulders back and down. Perfect. Okay, let's just try the Pilates press up from here. So we're going to bend the elbows and lower halfway to the floor. So breathe in, breathe away, connect to the core, and lower, and lift. Okay, keep working slowly at your own speed. I'll give you some tips as we go along. Try not to lock the elbows, okay? So as you push up, don't make your arms go rigid. Keep them soft. A very slight bend on the elbow in the finished position works well. Okay, try to go with the breath. Got it? And finally keep that core connected. So keep your belly pulled in towards your spine. So as you bend down, you don't lift your bottom. Okay, we're going to maintain a strong, long, still back. Okay, how are we doing? Let's try one more. Take it down, breathe the way up. Push back into a stretch, hovering your bottom over your heels, slide the hands forwards. There we go, stretch the shoulders. This is called heart opening. You're opening the chest space, you're opening the back, and hopefully you feel relaxed in this position. So do take notice of the rest positions because you can sit back in them at any point during class. When you feel you need a break, you can pause and join back in. Perfect. Okay, bring yourself back up into hands and knees and prepare to do a plank. Okay, these are all moves that we practiced in the videos I did last week. So it's a bit of a recap. Shuffle down to the back end of your mat so you've got plenty of space to work. Okay, you're still in your tabletop position. Reach forwards with the hands about a foot. Allow the hips to come forwards but not sink into the floor. So we're not going to sink down. We're going to pull the belly in and have a lovely line from shoulder to hip to knee. From here, we're going to take it down onto the elbows. Hands stretched out, palms pressed down. Shoulders relaxed. Okay, so this is the half plank. For those of you that feel confident, you can do a full plank, curling the toes under at this point, pushing the heels towards the back wall. And hold, but don't hold the breath. 3 deep belly breaths. Come on, let's do it. 2 more. 1 more. Well done. Slowly lower to the floor. Got it. Brilliant. Relax the toes, relax the hands. Place the hands underneath the forehead. One hand on top of the other. Feet hip distance apart. I'd like you to rest your forehead on the back of your hands so your neck is able to relax. Okay? That's how you will exercise, with your head down and your neck relaxed. We're going to do a little bit of work on the lower back muscles. It's called swimming legs. So you want to lengthen the legs from the hip sockets. So give them a good stretch. Go on, lengthen the legs and then touch down to the floor slowly. Okay, if you have lower back issues, you're going to work really gently, lifting one leg at a time. If your back is strong, you could bring both feet into a hover and work with your feet slightly elevated at all times. So choose your start position and you can swap and change at any time if it doesn't work for you. Okay, so I'm going to take my head down and I'm going to do level 1. Okay, right leg lift and stretch, lower down, change, left leg lift, stretch long, lower down, change. Notice I'm not bending my knees, I'm not bending my ankles, the leg remains straight, I'm lifting from my hip. And lift and stretch and back and down. No jerky movements, okay? If you're doing it from a hover, it becomes a little bit quicker, okay? That's what it's called, swimming legs. I'm just working through the glutes, okay, are working really hard, really strong. The lower back should feel strong too. There should be no pain or discomfort whatsoever during this exercise. Let's go 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Well done. Woo, okay, just let everything go. Relax from waist down. Have a little stretch for your back. Take the hands and place them just above the shoulders. Fingers outstretched as always. Elbows pointing down at the ribs. Okay, neck adjustment. Once again, try and just bring your jaw in a little bit. We don't want to turn the head back and squash the neck. Okay, so if you're not sure about the back stretch, watch first and do next. I'm just going to pop my big toes together so you make your legs like the tail of a mermaid. Okay, plant your hips into the floor. I'm going to start off very low down with my stretch. I'm going to peel my face and chest from the floor. Breathe in, breathe away, and lift. I'm not pushing through the arms, I'm stretching through my back. This is called Sphinx. I'm not tipping the head back, I'm keeping the jaw relaxed, keeping the shoulders in, the elbows in. Stretch is all coming from down here. This should feel good. Do try and pull your belly in towards your spine so you're not pressing your ribcage into the floor right now. Carefully lower. We're going to do 3 more and I'm going to show you the progressions. Breathe in, breathe away, peel your body away from the floor, face and chest. And if you wish to go into Cobra, you're not pushing through the arms, you're lifting through the back and it's feeling like a stretch. Okay, it's not a strain, it's a stretch, it should feel good. And when you're ready, carefully lowering down. And try one more Sphinx or Cobra, whatever your preference is. Breathe in, breathe away, and lift. Absolutely amazing. And take it down. Okay, lovely people. Strong through the hands, ground down through your hands. I'm going to press your chest off the mat and come up into heart opening. 3, 2, 1. Press and push back. Yes, there we go. Heart opening, hands wide, head between the elbows, chest is open, stretching your back, hips are hovering away from your feet. Okay, so those of you who want to do the full body stretch will go into a downward facing dog. If that's not for you, stay in heart opening. Okay, so if you're going to come with me into downward facing dog, curl your toes underneath you, lock down through your hands, lock down through your feet. It's going to be hips high, head low. So jaws forward, breathe in, breathe away. Hips high, head low, and adjust yourself. Slight distance between the feet and the hands equal. Okay, so the hips come up, the head drops down, and try not to go onto your tiptoes. Relax the heels down, so counter stretch. Have we got that? 3 belly breaths here. 2. You got this, 1 more. Woo. Carefully lower the knees to the mat. Walk the hands in and come to seated in the centre of your mat. Amazing. So good. Okay, so we're just going to sit right here and wriggle around on your sitting bones. Get comfortable, shoulders fixed over your hips, hands on your knees. Rise up from your hips, really lengthen your back. Let the breath go. And again, breathe in. Let the shoulders go. And just finish off with a few circles. Okay, or I call this stirring the pot. You're just going to roll your body slightly forwards, slightly back. Okay, Use your belly muscles to control this movement. Allow your shoulders just to relax into it. You should feel good, and when you're ready, slow it down and change direction. A few more circles. Come to the center when you're ready. Rising up from the hips. Take your fingers to the floor, a gentle twist to the back, round to the right. Take the right hand around and hold the opposite leg, other hand on the floor, and just press yourself into a gentle twist. Looking over your shoulder if your neck is comfortable with that. Release to center. Change sides. Opposite hand reaches round the opposite leg, not pulling on the knee. Free hand on the floor. And lead with the shoulders, lengthen the spine. Look over your shoulder if your neck is happy. And release, come back to the center. Just wrap the hands around the shoulders and give yourself a hug just to release your shoulders. Take 2 fingers behind the knees. Pick up your feet, put them together, pop them on the floor. A little bit of a stretch with the back of the legs, okay? We're going to hinge from the hips and just slide the hands forward like we did in the very beginning. Okay, hopefully you feel a little bit looser now, so breathe in, breathe away, relax the shoulders, hinging from the hips, and leaning forwards. Hold it right there, the stretch is coming from here and here, belly pull tight. We're going to have another breath and see if we can just stretch forward another millimetre. Breathe in. And a big there we go. Relax the jaw, relax the shoulders, elbows down. Don't force it, just enjoy. Let the stretch develop. And slide back out, elbows and lengthen from the hips. Perfect. You've done so good. Thank you for joining me tonight. Let's just take one more energizing breath back in on board. Scoop it all up. Bring it into your body. Bring your hands together into your heart center. Thank you. Stay well. Stay safe. Good night.